Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to the Trinity Stamps YouTube channel. Today we are celebrating the third day in our 12 Days of Christmas celebration with lots of goodies in the shop for you and some amazing creations. I am making an ornament today that goes on a card and it's shaped like a snow globe. I am using this Snowglobe die set. You can see there is a die that cuts out a snow globe shaped card. Then there's a snow globe die that you can use on top of that to make a snow globe. And I'm using these pieces today to create my card and ornament. So here's the card base itself. You can see it has a scored line there. And then we have our snow globe shape, which can be used for lots of different things. And this background you are going to want to save if you're trying to recreate what I'm making today. The base of this I die cut from red foil card. I'm setting that aside. I die cut two of these pieces, but I actually will end up die cutting 3 in all. And then I am going to fold over this piece of cardstock that I cut out one of those snow globes, and I'm going to trace the opening so I can create a solid back for this. There is not a die that creates a solid back piece. It has that opening in it, and since I want it to remove from the card, I need a solid back, where if I was just putting it on the card, I wouldn't necessarily need this piece. So this is pretty easy to do. You could also like trace the die, but that makes it like a little bit bigger. Like if you wanted a layer behind it, you could trace the die and cut it out. I've done both of these techniques, but I found tracing the opening of the shape was the easiest for me. Okay, so I do have 3. I need 3 of these pieces right here to create my background. One of them I'm going to die cut just a portion of it that's going to create the snowy hill that my scene will be placed on. So you can see there, I need this bottom piece right here that the die creates. And now because I die cut it with the same snow globe piece first and then the hill, it fits perfectly. On the second panel, I'm going to do just a little bit of very simple ink blending using only the Salvage Patina Distress Oxide ink. Love this color. I use it a lot for Christmas with red. It makes me so happy. It's got kind of a like vintagey vibe. I'm going to spritz that with a little water. It doesn't show up too much because it's very light ink blending, but I do love having those like splatters of oxidized color on there. So I do it every time. I'm going to heat set that because I'm next going to die cut this panel with this die that creates the snow for a snow globe. So I'm just lining it up and I will run it through my die cut machine, and I wanted to point out that you might want to save all the fallout pieces because they make great snow, and this die set is really awesome for a shaker card. If you love this die set, you should definitely check out the YouTube channel from Trinity Stamps because the designers have made several creations with this and you'll get lots of inspiration. All right, I am pulling out an oldie but a goodie. It's the Winter Burrow Friends, and it was made to coordinate with this Mouse House set and the Bunny Burrow set. And they were the first stamp sets I ever got from Trinity Stamps, and creating with them is what got me on this design team. So they're very near and dear to my heart. I love to use them. They're probably one of my most used stamp sets. Now I am coloring out my images that I stamped down. I used images from all 3 of those sets, and I am just using some very simple colors, T2 and T1 for my mouse. I'm using some warm grays on the mushrooms. Mushrooms on a Christmas card? A snowy card? Yeah, I'm doing it. I am going for it. And then I'm going to add my reds, R29 and R17. I love the fade out that using the R17 does with that R29. So good together. Okay, so I have some greens, G16 and G19 for my wreaths, but then I have my blue greens for some accents like the hat and the scarf. Here everything is all colored and ready to go. I did add some R20 for the ears and cheeks of my mouse, and I just pulled an orange marker out really fast and colored the carrot nose. Next, I am adding some white gel pen highlights. I love this on my stamped images, and especially on things that maybe are going to look wet or shiny like in a snow globe. So next it's time to die cut them out. There is a coordinating die set for each of those 3 stamp sets I showed you, and so I can die cut out all of these, and I love that so much. And how about a snowman that looks like a mouse? That's so cute, right? So there's all the images ready to go. I'm going to dress up all the things. So the little mouse, he's getting his cute little winter hat. The snowman, the snow mouse, I mean, is getting a scarf, and I thought it would look really cute to put a wreath on the mushrooms like they're being decorated. And you know, mushrooms can totally survive a freeze in the forest, right? For sure. All right, so now I am gluing my snowy scene, now that it's dry and ready to go, onto a solid white base. And then I'm adding my snowy hill. So that's where the 3 pieces come into play for that background. Next, I'm adding some sparkle and shimmer and just splattering this on all over. I added a lot. My theory on the like clear shimmer splatter is that I'm going to put a ton because a lot of it's going to be covered up. So I'm going to let that dry while I put my snow globes together. I am gluing the 3 bases together. I need this to be kind of thick because I have a special like thing that's going to hold my ornament to my card, and it's going to create a little bit of depth on the card. So I really need these outer pieces to be thick. And that special thing is these super thin magnets. And I need 1 plus and 1 minus. And actually, when I was getting ready to put these on, I thought, this is such a big piece. I think I'm going to go ahead and use 2 sets of magnets. So let's get into how I'm going to put this together. I'm going to start with my plus magnet, and I'm going to attach it to that solid piece. Remember the one I traced and hand cut out? That's the piece I'm adding it to. So this is going to stick right down with a glue dot. I'll flip it over and I'm going to put the little magnet down so it's magneted. What is that word? It's stuck to the other one. Now I'm going to repeat that with the second set of magnets. One will go on the front side, and I'm keeping it the same. The plus magnet with the plus symbol on it, I'm putting on the front side, the same side. And then the other one, I stick the 2 together and add a glue dot to the back. This is going to allow me to perfectly line up those magnets. One stuck to my solid piece and one stuck to the base of my card. So here I'm putting that on my base of my card, pressing down, and now those magnets with the minus symbol are on my card base. Does that make sense? Okay, so I need to adhere all of these things together now. So I have the solid snow globe piece. My card base is actually off to the side. That's not in the screen at all at this time. I need the background around those magnets to be just as thick as the magnets. So I have some super duper thick white cardstock. I have a bunch of scraps of this, and I'm using them to raise that area around the snow globe. So I doubled it up. I probably could have done 3 layers, but I wasn't sure. So I just went with 2. Once I had that put on, I wanted to make sure and put on the frame so that I know the frame's not going to be crooked if I were to put on the background part first. So adding that frame first allowed me to drop in my snow globe. You might have seen I added more riser pieces there in the back. It's just kind of a different thing to use than foam squares because foam squares would have been a little bit too thick. So next I have some glue dots I put on the end of my string. I just took some red twine, tied a little simple knot in the bottom, and I'm tucking that behind the snow globe, and that's going to be the hanger. Next, I am adding on all my cute things and gluing them into place. I didn't add any dimension on these because this is an ornament. I didn't really want those things to like snag on anything. I wanted it to be like nice and sturdy. But as I'm doing this, I realize that background that covers up the magnets is higher, raised up more than the frame of my snow globe. So I was kind of thinking, what should I do? What should I do as I'm putting all of this together? And how do you feel about the tiny worm in the picture? I always have to add him. He's so cute. Anytime I make a scene with these stamp sets, I add that little worm, and I think he's darling. So I die cut the snow globe piece from some white glitter cardstock, and I'm going to put that around. It's going to raise up the surface. And it also is going to be cute and glittery. So now they are the same height, and look, it just snaps right into place, but I needed something to fill up the top. So I am die cutting the word Christmas from my Merry Christmas Senti-mini set, and to go with that, I'm stamping out have a mice. I covered up the word day so I wouldn't accidentally ink that, remove the tape, and stamped it down. So now my card is going to say have a mice Christmas instead of have a mice day. So the Christmas I did out of that red foil paper that's the same as the base, and I saved the little dot or tittle from the eye. I put glue on the back of it as it stuck right into that paper, and then I was able to press that down where I wanted it, right above the eye. I was so happy I didn't lose that tiny little dot. So there's my extra little something for this card. Have a nice Christmas. All right, so I am adding some embellishment, these winter sky clay embellishments. They're a really light blue with like a white snowflake in the center. And so they're not going to overtake this already busy card, but just add a little texture and a little extra something to it. So very cute. I love this little scene. All right, now we have to decorate the inside of the card because once you take the ornament off, the card is like, wah, wah, right? Yeah. So I added a snow globe die cut shape and some more cute images, another mouse, and some presents that have cheese and acorns. So there I have my ornament. It snaps right into place. And I thought it'd be fun to add a little something to the back. So I have the Papercrafting Magic stamp set, and I'm stamping "This is no ordinary card." Isn't that so fun? It's perfect for the back of like any card because they're not ordinary at all. Any that you make by hand is extraordinary. And then I wrote "The snow globe is an ornament" and signed my name. I probably could have put removable in there somewhere, but I think they'll figure it out. So here it is, all finished and so very cute. I think a paper ornament is really fun. It might not last a lifetime, but it's definitely something that people can cherish for years. So there it is, ready to go onto the tree, or probably into an envelope first, right? Then onto a tree. But I thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure and check out the 12 Days of Christmas deal for a good price on a Crafty Gluefriend, which is the glue I used in today's video, new from Trinity Stamps. I'll have all that information in the description box below for you. And there's more 12 Days of Christmas to come, so be sure to check out the blog and the YouTube channel for more fun this week. And you can also find us on Instagram and Facebook too. Thanks for watching. Bye.